Hello guys and girls, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat on a cool, that's right, cool and breezy but beautiful Sunday afternoon here in southern Oklahoma. It was actually 59 degrees this morning. That's right, 59 degrees. And my buddies from Louisiana was here, and they were fishing in shorts and t-shirts, and they went out fishing this morning, and a couple of them, Tim and Steve, came back in at about 9 o'clock or so, and they were living chatterbaits. Their teeth were chattering. That's exactly right. They were chatterbaits, and they caught quite a few fish. So in the period of time they were out there, they went back out and fished a little bit more after they warmed up. Terry and Ross, I think they caught about 50 today also, and those guys are headed back to Louisiana. I want to thank them for coming over here this week. They brought the crawfish that we stocked in the lake, both lakes, and they brought the crawfish that we ate at our giant crawfish boil. Had over 40 people and just had an absolute ball. Just absolutely had a ball. It was just a terrific evening. We've had a good week here this week. I'll tell you a little bit about it and what's going on for this next week. I want to remind everybody, if you're not subscribed to our Catch of the Day channel on YouTube, go in there and subscribe to Catch of the Day. Just type in Catch of the Day. Now, they might try to sell you a book. That's not us selling the books. You can buy the books from us, but that's not us selling the books there on there. That's somebody they've sold some advertising to on YouTube. But you can subscribe to the Catch of the Day channel. Doesn't cost anything at all. We post a video every morning at 5 o'clock Central Time. We have a scripture, we have a devotional built around fishing, and a fishing tip. This channel will literally change your life. There's all kinds of self-help books around and things you can do that tell you how to make your life better, how to become a better person and enjoy life, how to make more money, how to be more successful with your relationships, with your family, your husband, your wife, raising kids, whatever. Can I tell you? That's all covered in the Catch of the Day. It's probably the best self-help channel actually on YouTube. There's a lot of things it won't teach you how to do, but it will teach you how to be happier. It'll teach you how to be happier. It really will. And it's not me that's doing that. I mean, all I do is do the devotional and read, from our Catch of the Day book. It's God that makes the difference. It's God that makes your life happier, makes your life better, and it's worth all of the self-help books in the world put together, just to be totally honest with you. But so go in there and subscribe to the Catch of the Day channel on YouTube. There's about 16,000 people on there. A great family, a Catch of the Day family. We had that channel just a little bit over a year. We started in April last year. About 16,000 folks on there, and just everybody, just one great big happy family. And so many people will tell you the Catch of the Day channel has definitely changed their life. The big deal that happened here on Twin Eagle Ranch this week, obviously, was Chris came home last Friday, and she's doing great. I mean, we showed her this week on the Friday deer video. We'll have another deer video this coming Friday, and I don't know, she'll probably be on that video also. We'll see how we are able to video throughout the week. This is going to be the first week that Chris and I have, since Chris had that stroke the day after Easter, without Sherry's help. So Chris and I will be here at the ranch all this week by ourselves. And I think tomorrow, she had that stroke on a Monday, April 5. I think tomorrow is 8 weeks, so that'll put us 55 days into that. She's come a long way in those 55 days when she was basically all but killed in that stroke. And had Jamie not been here, Jamie and Jordan and Mandy, and been out fishing and found her, she would have died. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But God saved her. God's performed a miracle. She's talking better. She actually had a physical therapy treatment today. Stephen McCartney came here on a Sunday afternoon after church and did a physical therapy session with her. That wasn't one of her scheduled therapies. Stephen is just a friend. His dad, Chopper's our preacher, and he came over and did a special therapy with her today. He was here at the Crawfish boil last night, by the way, and just a super young man. We have great home therapists that are coming here. All of them were good. Speech therapists, we had occupational and physical both. They were all good. I got a little upset because in my own mind, because they spent a lot of time filling out paperwork, but I guess that's just part of the deal in today's time, is filling out paperwork. So they spent quite a bit of time actually just filling out paperwork, and I thought they should have been, I'm on to see her get better. And I'm being very, very patient about it all, but they're all good. They all did a real good job, and we're only going to have the home physical therapy for the time that we're here at the ranch, which is probably going to be another couple of weeks. My daughter Sherry and her husband Jack, my son-in-law, I've got to go down to a medical conference in New Orleans this week, where Jack has got to give a few speeches down there to a bunch of other doctors, and so they're going to have a great trip. I'm really thrilled actually that Jack and Sherry are going to get to go down there and do that. Basically because it allows Sherry to have some time, and it's really windy out here today. Things are blowing everywhere, but to have Sherry to have some time, just her and Jack, and get away from this situation she's just immersed her life in the last 8 weeks. She's like the greatest daughter in the world. The only daughter I've ever had, but she's like the greatest daughter in the world, I guarantee you. And she loves her mama so much, and I don't know what I'd done without her. I just don't know. But she's going to get to go spend a week in New Orleans, and her and Jack's going to have a great time. I don't know what all they're going to do down there at a medical convention. Jack's hired to speak down there at that convention a couple, 2 or 3 times. But other than that, they'll have a great time. I'm sure they'll enjoy New Orleans, have great meals and everything, and I'm tickled to death to see them do that. But Aunt Lou's going to be here with me this week to help a little bit because Chris cannot walk yet. She cannot use her right hand, and they will be having therapists come in and out. So it's going to be an interesting week to see how Jimmy handles all that. But I've learned a lot in the last 8 weeks about taking care of people, and I've learned how to. I never ever slept very much, 4 or 5 hours a night sleep, and I've been learning how to get by on less sleep than that many nights. Not every night, but most nights, I don't really sleep much, but I never slept much anyway. Sleep is highly overrated. That's a Jimmyism right there. Sleep is highly overrated. But anyway, so that's what we've been involved in all this week. Mostly, I really did not fish. I don't guess I fished any at all this week. I might have walked down at the dock or two. I think I walked down there one day and caught 2 really nice crappie. We have had some friends, like I said, Ross and his brother Steve, and then Tim and Terry. They got to fish here the last couple of days. Jamie and I and Jack are getting ready to go fishing as soon as I finish that this evening, this Sunday afternoon chat. We're going to go over to the other lake probably. It's pretty windy, but we're going to go over to the other lake and fish a couple hours before dark and have a good time. Jamie's going to get to be here tomorrow. Also, our tracker boat dealership and our Kawasaki dealership is closed on Monday, so Jamie will be here tomorrow, him and Jordan, and we'll probably get to go fishing again tomorrow too if it's not storming and raining like it's forecast. We've had quite a bit of rain here in Oklahoma. We've not had much here at the ranch. I think 16 inches for the whole year. So we really need more rain. There's absolutely more doubt about that. But Chris will be here at least 2 more weeks, and then she'll be moving over to Sherry's house, and we're going to do the rehab up at the Kaiser Rehabilitation Center up in Tulsa on an outpatient basis. I think 3 days a week. We've also, in addition to the speech therapist that comes here at the ranch, we have bought a program that speech therapists use that allows us to work with Chris on her speech. And it's really amazing how well she says some things and how other things are just totally impossible for her to say. But keep in mind, what we believe and what the doctors believe is she knows what she's saying and she thinks she's saying the right words. They just don't come out that way. But there are times when she can do a full sentence or two and you understand every word plainly as it can be. But so the speech deal is working. We're using the speech therapy program, and that seems to be happening quite a bit too. That's helping quite a bit too. That's helping her a lot. The big happening here this week was 2 things, and it's all around crawfish. One is stocking a crawfish, and we did that. We actually did it. A big giant thunderstorm hit, rained about a little bit over an inch, the best rain we've had in a while. And that night we got through about 1:30 in the morning. I got in bed about 3:30. That was on Thursday night, and we stocked the crawfish. I shot a video of that mostly that night. I was trying to hold my spotlight, stock crawfish, and shoot video at the same time. So I don't know how that video is going to come out, but it's a pretty cool video. We stocked about 40 bags of crawfish. They're 35 pounds per bag. We stocked about half in Canyon and half in here. So we got quite a few fish has been having a crawfish boil of their own. And but that was a big deal. We'll have that video on sometime in the next few days, I'm sure. We had our big crawfish boil here at the house. Had over 40 people at that crawfish boil. A lot of family, a lot of friends from around in the area. Some of the friends that we normally have was off doing stuff and couldn't be here this weekend, but we still had over 40 people. We cooked 6 bags of crawfish. Those are 35-pound bags of crawfish. So think about that for a minute. That's over 200 pounds of crawfish, and we probably had about 30 or 35 pounds left, which we shucked all the tails on those, and actually had some etouffee for lunch today, crawfish etouffee, which is absolutely fantastic, made by 24 karat Cajuns, absolutely. And that's really good. We still have a lot of crawfish tails left. We bagged up all that we had left, and but it was a tremendous party. It's something we do every year, Memorial Day, and we got into a habit of it. Chris actually went out, and we pushed her out in a wheelchair. She sat at the table and had crawfish just like everybody else, and had just a great evening. And so that was just made that a little bit special for her to get to do that. And like I said, we'll have a video on that, and we're going to show you exactly how to do a crawfish boil, exactly how to do it in a real crawfish boiling machine, and real coon asses, 14 karat Cajuns, actually doing it. So we're going to teach you how to do that on a video. Again, maybe sometime this week or next week, sometime within the next week or so, here we will have a video on how you can do your own crawfish boil, and we'll show you exactly how to do that. And the feature that we started, I think it'll be number 4 on Thursday night, will come up this week. Watching deer antlers grow, it's just so interesting. It's amazing. If those of you that are interested in that deer antlers, deer growth antlers, this is just one of the most incredible things to watch, our 4 big bucks as they add inches of horns. I might show you this week roughly how to score. We talk about deer being 150 score, 200 score, 250, 300 score. We've got a deer that might end up scoring over 300 this year. I mean, it's just a really big deer. And so if you haven't seen those Thursday night videos, you get involved in that. You can go back and watch the last 3 weeks and see where these deer started and watch how they go, and it's just absolutely incredible. And we've had some babies born. We had one deer that had a set of trips, and I don't know if we've shown you those trips yet, but we'll show you some babies on this Thursday night video also. So that's going to be really a cool deal to do also. I mentioned in a video or two that another one of the triplets is missing, and that would be Ranger, pretty little Ranger. I haven't seen him since I come back from New York last Sunday night. He was here Sunday morning, they said, but I haven't seen him Sunday night. Some of the other deer was picking on him. He's a little bitty buck, and he's a tiny guy. He's beautiful, and it could be that he just left because of that. Nina is still coming around. Nina is with Jenny and Forrest, and it's going to be nice watching Forrest antlers grow. They're growing really nice also. And by the way, for some of you, I'll call those horns at times because I am a redneck. I am from the South, and that's just what rednecks from the South have been calling them for 100, 200 years, whatever. However long we've had deer in the South, rednecks have been calling them horns. I know they're not horns. I know they're antler. I know a horn's a completely different thing. But anyway, that is that's exactly. We'll be able to watch it. I got some other little bucks that are wild bucks that are running around in the yard that have got little nubbins and stuff growing too. So we're going to kind of be able to watch all of those. We'll be able to see those on the Friday night video. So that's going to be a cool deal. Also, I plan on going fishing this afternoon. Like I said, Jamie and probably Jack, maybe Jordan will go, maybe Sherry. I don't know. We're going to take my Ranger boat. Because I got a lot of my rod and reels and tackle in it already. We'll take my Ranger boat and put it in one of the lakes and probably get to do a little fishing this afternoon and have some fun, just relax and kick back. Lou might stay here with Chris. We try to keep somebody with Chris all the time, so if she needs anything, she's got it. Lou, I think Lou is staying here with me this week. I'm not sure, but I think she is, and Lou will be a big help. Of course, Lou is still working at 83 or 84 years old at the hospital in Stillwell. And she does administrative work now, but she's actually a nurse, and so, but at 83 or 84 years old, she's still working. Think about this for a fact. We have people in the country right now that are not taking jobs because they want to keep drawing an unemployment check plus another $300 from the federal government, and they're saying, I ain't working. Here we have an 83-year-old widow that puts in 40 or 50 hours work every week. She has to drive 25 miles over to work and back, 25 miles over, 25 miles back every single day at 83 years old. And many times she goes to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, so she's driving way before daylight. We worry about her just because of that. So that's the American spirit right there, and that'll kind of lead me right into thinking that where I want to end this thing today is kind of just saying a little bit about Memorial Day. And I'm going to try to do a video in the morning for Memorial Day because I'd like to talk a little bit about it because it's just something I like to talk about. But Memorial Day has been around about 50 years officially, and it actually started back right after the Civil War, I understand. And by the way, I wasn't alive right after the Civil War, but anyway, the one thing I just sort of remind everybody is this Memorial Day, of course, is the last Monday in May, which is tomorrow. Last year it was about a week earlier because the last Monday in May hit almost on the last, I think 23, 24, 25, something like that. I don't know the exact date, but anyway, it hit basically almost a full week earlier, 5 or 6 days earlier than it did this year. But this year it is tomorrow, which is, I guess, pretty close to the last day of the month. I guess we have another day on Tuesday, but I just like to encourage everyone to add the military families in America to your prayer list tomorrow. When you pray, when you offer up a prayer, and I don't know, you may pray once a day, twice a day, you may pray 10, 15, 20 times a day. A lot of us pray quite a bit, and sometimes it's just little short prayers and just kind of getting a little something stir inside of you and say, thank you, Lord, for such a great, beautiful day. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to go fishing. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And God appreciates that, I believe. I think God respects those prayers. They don't have to be long, flowing, eloquent prayers, Just talk to God every now and then. That's a prayer. But while you're doing some of that, if you think about it, this coming week, not just tomorrow, Memorial Day, but this coming week, when you say a prayer, say, Lord, thank you for the military families in America. Thank you for the families that have had family members, cousins, brothers, uncles, aunts, moms, dads, that have died for the United States of America. That's what Memorial Day is all about, that have died for the United States. And say a prayer for that family. Ask God to bless that family. Just kind of rattle the gates of heaven with blessings for American families that have given up members of their family for this great country that we live in. And irrespective of what the woke people say in this country, we do live in a great country. It is a great country, and I might talk about some of that a little bit more tomorrow if I get a chance to do a Memorial Day video, because I sure want to do one, because I think it's important that we have people in America that are willing to give up their life for this country and for the rest of us that are not fighting. Jesus Christ himself told his disciples, there is no greater love than laying down your life for your brother. That's what Americans have done for their brothers that are called Americans. That's right. That's right. So I'm just saying this year, instead of when you pray for whatever you pray for, if you're just thanking God or if you're asking him to heal an illness, a lot of you are praying for Chris still, and we covet those prayers. We so appreciate those prayers. Many of you pray every day for Chris, and a lot of you are praying for me. And I've got the easy part of this deal, and it's pretty exhausting what we're doing. But I'm just blessed to be able to take care of that girl, to be honest with you. But many of you even praying for me, but you're praying for Chris. So when you do that, pray for the military families in America. Just lift up a little prayer for them, and let's make that kind of our goal for this week as people that are involved in our Catch of the Day channel, people that are involved in our Sunday afternoon chat, people that are involved in our Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube, which is now well over 100,000. Our Facebook is about to hit 600,000 friends on Facebook. 600,000. That's really a lot. It's over 500,000 people. And but so when you say a prayer this week, just lift up the military families in our country. The military families in our country. And guys and girls, I'm going to go out there with my son Jamie, my son-in-law Jack, and might go out there with Sherry and Jordan too if they want to go and try to catch a few fish. We're going to bass fish, but I think we're going to take some crappie jigs and try to catch a bunch of crappie just for the fun of it. I don't know if we're going to fillet any or not. Jamie might want to fillet 10 or 15, take back home with him. I really don't know. We hadn't talked about it, but if he does, that's fine. But we're going to have a lot of fun. I know that. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great week this week. Pray for those military families. Be proud to be an American. Be proud that you live, and hopefully you are a citizen of the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And I know we've got a lot of friends on here from all over the world, and we love y'all. We love y'all. And America loves you too. But I'm telling you, we believe America is the greatest country in the world. Guys and girls, have you a great one out there today. You got another day off tomorrow, a lot of you. But remember, I sure do love you.